Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim. I'm Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective tarot for today, Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, the Insta, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. Um, Whatever does not fit, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle, Rob Barthelman, intuitiveintention.com, or you can check out the TikTok shop. Sorry, I heard somebody out there, and I thought maybe it was Olivia with the dogs. I saw her on Sunday once. After not seeing her for over a week, I saw her on Sunday once. Now I have it in my head like I'm never going to see her. I'm never going to see her. I have problems, okay? We got 2 on the table, 3 on the table. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost 5:30. I got home before 4. I feel like I wasted a lot of time when I got home doing nothing. I don't even remember what I was doing. Oh, I told you guys about the haggle slag, right? About posting the post on TikTok, and it got like almost 500,000 views, and it's a piece of bread with butter on it and chocolate sprinkles. But you got to get the chocolate sprinkles from like Holland, Netherlands, something like that. And I ordered them on Amazon. They came today. So I'm making the sandwich. I'm going to do a video for it. I'm going to upload it to my TikTok. I tried the sprinkles. I already tried the sprinkles. So much chocolatier, so much more chocolatier than our chocolate sprinkles. I don't get it. I don't get it. The US is sorely lacking. Seriously. We got 5 on the table, 1 major. I can't wait for my bread, butter, and chocolate sprinkle sandwich. I was talking to my friend about it at work today, and she's like, I kind of want to try that. I said, you would be surprised how good it actually is. Like, it actually is pretty good. Like, there's a reason why thousands of these sandwiches are consumed every day in the Netherlands. Like, seriously, make it make sense. But it's good. I think it's good. We got 7 on the table. One of them's one of them's right side down. So hold on, let me finish shuffling. Okay, we got 7 on the table, 2 major. Let's do 2 more shuffles. Okay, okay. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not. Nope. You're not gonna get me. Last shuffle. 8 on the table, 3 major. For a minute there, I thought it was gonna be the card. I'm not gonna lie. Like, how perfecta that would have been. But this card almost looks like that card. That's why I was like, where is it? We just had it yesterday. Seriously. Little piggy. Yeah, they're very similar in color, these 2 cards. I think you did that on purpose, Rob Barthelman. Alright, we're going to set this over here on the sill. We got 9 with bottom of the deck, and we've got 3 major. Alright, we got 5 of swords, 2 of wands. We got the King of Pentacles, We've got the Emperor. We've got the King of Swords. Okay, why does my table feel like it's crooked? Three of Cups. The Empress. The Hermit. And bottom of the deck, which looks very similar to the Lover's card, and I thought, oh, okay, it's the Lover's card. Knight of Swords. All right. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Yeah, there's an Empress. Yeah, there's an Emperor. I'm going to say it as such, but you take how it resonates for you, sex-wise. Okay, so this could go two ways, honestly. So this could just be one person's energy because, again, let's face it, we all have masculine energy, we all have feminine energy. I don't want to hear it in the comments, not that anybody ever comments on it, but I'm just saying. So this could be just regarding one human being, okay? Or second option, this is an Emperor energy taking action on an Empress. But here's what I see. So either way, like someone is tired of like the old standard, okay? Someone is looking for new. Someone is looking for, I don't want to say improvement, but like different. Like if this is just one person, if this is just one person's energy, like this is someone tired. There's literally a squirrel sitting on that garage over there eating a nut or something. That is the cutest thing. He's kind of like all curled in on himself, and his little tail is flapping in the breeze. If this is one person's energy, it's like someone's tired of doing the same old thing. And this is just an example, but like, let's say, you get up and go to work every day, you come home, you make dinner, you watch TV, you take a shower, you put on your jammy jams, you watch a little YouTube, and you go to sleep, right? You get up the next day and you do it all over again. On the weekends, if you're off on the weekends, right? Or whatever day you're off, you might get up, go to the grocery store, come home, make yourself some breakfast, some lunch, depending on what time you roll out of bed. You might clean the house. You might work on your hobbies, whatever that is. You might watch TV. You might read. If you have a family, you might hang out with your family. This would be like somebody saying, oh, okay, yeah, like I love doing that and I still want to do that, but like I want to learn to play the piano, or I want to learn to kayak, or I want to learn this, that, and the other. Or maybe I'll take some classes and go back to school to become an accountant. Like it's just somebody realizing like there's so much out there to do and take part in. Like, why do I keep doing the same thing over and over and over again? And with the Emperor card, this would just be someone taking charge of their life. This would be someone setting a goal for themselves, taking charge, being like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm not gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, this is just someone kind of waking up to realizing, like, it's okay to change. It's okay to grow. It's okay to hold on to what you used to have, what you used to do, but it's okay to incorporate new things in there, you know? This is someone with the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Empress. Like, this person doesn't want to lose who they are. Like, at their core, this person is I just heard not superficial. I wasn't thinking that, sir. Whoever this person is like a very strong energy, um, caring energy, but also someone that has boundaries, just like a well-rounded type of individual is what I'm seeing with the Emperor and the Empress energy. With the Hermit card, this person has thought about this for a while, like changing up the game for themselves, right? And with the Knight of Swords, this is something that they're going to take action on. Like, they're going to make changes for themselves, positive changes. And and I don't even know why you would consider that negative. Like, I don't even know why I need to say positive changes. If you're growing and you're changing and you realize, like, I want to write a book. I want to become a producer. I want to have a kid, or I want to run a marathon. Whatever you want to do for yourself, that is positive. Change, growth is always positive. The only time anything is wrong, and this is just my opinion, but the only time anything is wrong is if it's something that hurts you or it hurts someone else. Two cardinals. Remember I told you I saw them when I was down at my neighbor's when we were talking about the flooding toilet? I saw two cardinals down there. Now I just saw the same two cardinals. They are a family. Okay, I don't know where that came from, but whatever. That was a sign. Every time I see that cardinal, well, whichever cardinal I always see, it always makes me happy. It's probably a damn different one every time. There's probably a whole family of them. Now, if this is an emperor energy going towards an empress, two different people, it's kind of the same vibe. Like, whoever this emperor is, they're tired of getting into relationships, getting into connections that, like, it seems like they always get with the same person, whatever that means for them. There's nothing here specific other than the fact that this Empress is always considered like mothering, nurturing, loving, caring. Um, so maybe, and I don't mean to be mean or anything, but maybe this emperor is typically gets involved with like shallow people, possibly. I don't know. But whatever the case, they're tired of the old. They're tired of getting involved with the same types of people. Like, they want someone different. They want a love interest that's different. And again, same with any if this was just one person's energy with the Five of Swords and the Hermit. Like, this is something that this person has been thinking about for a while. Like, this is not something that was taken lightly. And especially in this scenario, like, when, again, change and growth is good. Change of mindset is good, especially, again, when it's more positive and less negative. But it's definitely better to think about that kind of change and analyze it. Not even necessarily the person that you're going towards, but for yourself, because, why were you with the people that you were with before if they were, like no good for you, or they weren't like what you really wanted? Like, why were you with those people? What do you need? I don't want to say what do you need to fix in yourself, but technically, yes. If you're coming to the realization that all your past lovers were not the ones for you and they all have something in common, why were you going towards those people? Like, this is definitely a healing lesson for this emperor. This is something to evaluate, to look at, to go deep in, to meditate, to ask for guidance, to ask for clarity. If I wasn't really supposed to be with any of these people, if we weren't copacetic, if we weren't yin and yang, then why did I keep going towards the same type of person in a different meat suit? All good questions to ask. And again, with the Five of Swords and the Hermit, like, this person, they went deep. Like, they really thought about this. They didn't just wake up one day and say, oh, I no longer like blondes, I like brunettes. That's no. Like, this person really thought about, like, the lovers that they've had in the past, but what they really want, like who they're really looking for, those attributes. you know like, if this is a hetero male and they want to get with a female, maybe they realize that they want somebody that's a good mother. Maybe they realize that they want somebody, and again, this is all preference, right? Maybe they want somebody to stay at home with their kids while they go out there and make the big bucks. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe they want a spouse, a girlfriend, a wife to go out there and have a full-time job as they do. It's coming to the realization, like, what you really see going forward for yourself in your future, and what you want to see in your counterpart. What is important? Are looks important, or is health important? Are children important, or could you do without kids? Like, all good things to think about. And again, like, this wasn't like an easy decision, a short decision. Like, this person took their time with the King of Swords. um okay, and don't laugh at me because we already have the Hermit out here, and I know it's my name, but like, this emperor became very humble, realizing what they were drawn to in the past, what they let themselves be drawn to, and what they really want in another person. And it's humbling in that this person realized, like, they probably went about it all the wrong way, like, it just the wrong way. This might have been someone that was um like blinded by, money or fame, or, again, good looks. Those things aren't everything. And if you, and I've said this before, other readers have said this before, if you come into union with your divine counterpart, if the two of you both put in the effort, you can create your own paradise. You can create your own empire. So at some point, money's not going to matter. You're going to create it. Like, you don't need to get with a rich person. You can build from the ground up. And my personal opinion, when you do that, it's probably all the more sweeter, right? Because you both work together to earn that. You both put in the sweat and tears. I'm just saying. And I think kind of off that subject, like a side subject of that, I think I've said before, like all the things that I have going on for myself, all the things I'm working on for me, I don't have a counterpart right now. I haven't dated, been with anybody in over a year and a half. If in the next year I suddenly become horribly, astronomically crazy abundant, money wise, life wise, right? Who's gonna come in that can match that? Who's gonna come in that can put in that effort, that can be that creative, that matches me, hobby for hobby, goal for goal, life's perfect purpose for life's purpose. And I'm not saying competition wise, I'm saying working together to continue to build. Because I don't want a person to come in that thinks that they're just going to leech off of me. Like you need to have your own shit going on. And then we create shit together, Like I'm not giving you my millions of dollars when you don't contribute anything. You know what I mean? And this person might be realizing, like, they might have been in superficial, shallow relationships. Like they weren't necessarily looking for the attributes of a soul partner. They were, looking for, I don't know, a good time. What is it some readers say? A good time, not a long time? Why are you looking for a good time and not a long time? Right? I don't know that necessarily this emperor has a specific feminine in mind. They just know now what they're looking for in their counterpart. And I think with the Three of Cups, I think this is just the energy. This person, this emperor is really excited to get out there and, meet people and actually probably use their intuition as guidance for sure. Like, this is what I'm looking for now. Do I see this in this person? Nope. Okay, let's move on. You know? And not in like and not and not I always say this, not like in a mean way, right? Like this person isn't going to go out on date after date after date and never say anything. This would be somebody that would go out on a date, maybe a couple, and then by the end be like, yeah, I just don't think this is going to work out. Like, you're not really what I was looking for. And even though I feel like it would be weird to tell a person that, I I don't, like, me personally, I don't really find that insulting. Especially if you're coming from an earnest standpoint, like you know what, who and what you're looking for. Like, I don't really feel like there's anything wrong with that. The only time I feel like there's something wrong with that, if it involves like racism or discrimination. But then again, you can't, like, again, people have their preference. I don't want to get too much into race relations, but I'm sure there's white people that would rather be with white people, black people that would rather be with black people. It's a preference, what you've seen growing up, what you surround yourself with, the relationships you surround yourself with. And there's a difference between saying, I prefer like an Asian female, as opposed to saying, like, well, them Asians, they're real subservient, so I got to get me an Asian wife. There's a big difference there. Like, if you're looking at a partner like that, then you're looking at a partner the wrong way. But if you have a preference because you like Asian women, or even if you like Asian men, like, again, that's a preference, like, I don't know. I tend to like a very put together individual, whether they're male or female. And I tend to gravitate towards white people. I'm not going to lie about that. Um, but I was with an Asian guy in the past, very sweet guy. I think I've talked about that on here before. Um, yeah. I don't really feel like I have a preference. It's kind of funny because one of the ladies at work that I used to be friends with, she would say that I'm racist because I've never been with a black man or a black woman. And I said, well, and I even said to her, I said, well, that's like, how do you judge that? I said, I've never had the opportunity. Like, I've never been attracted to a black man or a black woman like that. Now, I can say differently because um, my black girlfriend at work, I'm attracted to her sexually. I am. The thing is I don't. First off, I don't ever get involved with people at work like that. I don't. Never have, never will. And second off, we're friends. And this is where it went wrong with the ex best friend, because I don't get involved with friends like that. We're friends. We're friends. Because if we cross that line and we get into a relationship, like, there's no going back from that. Like, we're not going to go back to being friends. That's not how that works. 99% of the time, that never happens. So I would rather keep her as a friend, knowing I have her in my life as a friend, than cross that line. But I can honestly say that I am attracted to her. Like, if she didn't work with me, if we weren't friends and we met in a bar, yeah, maybe, probably. I'm not gonna lie. Whatever the case, running off on a tangent there. As soon as this emperor finds their empress, and there's like a mutual understanding, there's a mutual consideration of each other, this person is going to be ready with the Knight of Swords to rush in for some type of commitment. And again, that's not to discount feelings, right? Because you can say all day long, like, I want a brunette, they have to have a job, they have to make so much money a year, I don't want them to already have kids, or I do, or, like, they have to own their own house, or they can rent, or, it's not to say that all that stuff doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, when you meet somebody and you talk and you go out on a date and all that jazz, how do you feel with that person? Like, did you have fun with that person? Did the conversation keep going? Like, then you get to the point where it's kind of like, okay, like, the rapport was there, like, that connection was there, that mental connection was there, that emotional connection was there, that funny bone connection was there. But this person only makes 40 grand a year. So do you discount that and keep dating this person because you guys seem to get along so well? Or are you sticking to your guns saying that you make $100,000 a year, so this empress needs to make $100,000 a year? All things that this emperor is going to have to take into account when they meet that person. You know, what are they willing to compromise on? And you guys can look at that, look at what I'm saying and be like, "Oh, that sounds so negative." I mean, yeah, it kind of does, but at the same time, like these are all things we think of when we go out there and we meet people. Like why are we going to lie about it? You know, when I met the ex-husband, he was paying child support every 2 weeks and he was paying maintenance every 2 weeks to the ex-wife, his first ex-wife. He literally was coming home with every 2 weeks he got paid. He was literally coming home with anywhere from maybe like between $400 and $500 every 2 weeks. That's what he was coming home with. After he paid child support every 2 weeks and he paid maintenance. I don't know if I think he paid her once a month, but he got paid every 2 weeks. So, okay, we'll say at the end of the month, he came home with anywhere from $800 to $1,000 every month is what he had for himself. Now you tell me that that's enough money to live off of. The thing is when we met, he had a really good job. He still has a really good job. He makes over $30 an hour. He gets a dollar raise every year just for at least a dollar raise every year just for inflation, cost of living. Um, part of his salary technically is he gets a bonus twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. A very nice bonus. I mean, it has a lot of taxes taken out of it, but it's still a very nice bonus considering. Um, he's got great health coverage, a great health plan through his job. Um, he's been there a long time. He has longevity. I met my ex-husband. He's a nice guy, and but when I really looked at my ex-husband, like to me, I knew that when he was done paying that child support it was basically 10 years because he stopped paying child support the year before we separated. Um, like I knew he was going to bring home a nice little paycheck, you know? And that was a factor for me. And it's not because I wanted him to support me so I could stay at home. It was so that I knew that eventually he was going to be putting in his fair share. Because again, at the time when I met him, he was paying child support and maintenance. He was paying out a lot of money every month. But I knew in the long run, like, he was going to have money. He was going to be reliable, sustainable. And that was a factor into why I married him. It's not a factor into why I fell in love with him, because I was in love with him. But it's definitely a factor as to why I stuck it out and then we got married. However, at the end of the day, money isn't going to hold your relationship together. And I found that out, you know? So I think we all look at things superficially. I think we all have to weigh like what we're looking for, what we want in another person, what we're willing to give up in another person. And you also have to recognize like when you're out there, like this emperor is out there looking for another person, you're looking for someone specific and someone else is looking for someone specific. And maybe nobody will be interested in this emperor. I mean, tit for tat. That's how the world, that's how it is. This emperor might have standards, but when they get out there in the dating world, they might realize that a lot of other people have standards as well, right? It's the way it is. Whatever the case, when this emperor finds their empress, they're not gonna let the grass grow under their feet. Is that a saying? I thought there was something under the feet, but not grass growing. I thought it was something else. I'm getting too old. I can't remember stuff. All right, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it there because otherwise I'm just going to keep repeating the same stuff and it all revolves around my own situations. As always, which is okay. It's fine. Either scenario, I hope something resonated for you. I hope you, if anything, enjoyed it, found it entertaining. I hope everybody has a lovely evening, a lovely day, wherever you are in this beautiful world. And I will talk to you later. Bye.